was primitive, and we going back to those primitive days because of that goddamn Microsoft outage that happened over this week. So I'm sure y'all are all aware because I'm sure y'all have all been affected by the huge Microsoft outage.
Especially if you're flying.
Yeah, caused by CrowdStrike, and it took down computers globally. Kelly, were you affected by the banks, airports, TV stations, healthcare organizations, hotels, and other businesses faced widespread IT outages, and flights were grounded. Basically, I'm very familiar with what happened. CrowdStrike, third-party security application, did an update to their system. I guess the update wasn't properly vetted and tested. As the update went live and people updated on Microsoft Windows, it caused outages. So this is linked to cybersecurity CrowdStrike. It is not linked to a malicious cyber attack, as some people had stated. As a guy who works in the IT field, I can tell you, somebody
They pushed the wrong button.
They fucked up bad.
No, what it was is, I guess they released a misconfigured update. So what happened basically is they did an update, but they did not fully test it in their test environments properly before releasing it.
Put this shit out.
Yeah. Now, that's happened at companies I worked for, but the companies I work for are startups. So, you know, a few minor companies are inconvenienced, but there's never been a massive global outage like that with not with the software companies I've worked at.
People stuck on flight cancels and all that shit.
So yeah, it was a pretty big deal. It looks like they put together a workaround for it and also issued an advisory to all the people affected. They gave them instructions on what to do in the advisory sent out. This has impacted devices running Windows and not other operating systems. So if you are running Apple, I guess you're straight. Just like this laptop, which somehow up every week and causes technical issues. Y'all make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because we need to get this shit monetized.
So we get a new table.
Yeah, and all the new money we get from the podcast goes directly back into the podcast, giving you a better visual to look at. We will invest in a new table. I've seen the people bitching about the white table. I tried to get a black tablecloth last week. It was too short. So, yeah, just work with us. We doing this by ear. But, as it's been known in regards to the issue, it looks like the CrowdStrike issues are being addressed. Obviously, it's an emergency situation affecting millions, so you'll see lots and lots of resolutions being fixed if it hasn't been fixed already. I'm sure everybody's 24 hours around the clock at Microsoft and CrowdStrike. I know what you engineers are doing over there, staying up trying to fix that shit 24/7. Yeah, so it's affecting healthcare, emergency services, and none of y'all were affected personally by it, were y'all?
No.
Okay, so y'all gotta excuse us if we don't care as much as the people that missed their flights. I was talking to my sister today. She went to London and she took photos and sent them to me. So apparently she was able to leave America and get to London without any issues. So that's pretty cool. So, hopefully these people get this stuff together, because these fixes are a pretty big deal, and we need to get shit running. But it does bring up that issue you were saying, Hassan, earlier about paper money. And
gotta have it.
No digital.
As you millennials and Gen Z and all, y'all get this digital money. You need that paper, because when stuff like this happen, you need paper. Everything that seems valuable, from paper, money, paper, gold, certain type of drugs, those things become valuable. Y'all can't sway away from them things, because look, people was crying because they can't even get their money.
Exactly.
So,
And you know what? That's my biggest fault. I stopped dealing with cash. Once I was able to walk into a dispensary and use my credit card to legally buy weed, it was a wrap on cash. That was the last thing I needed cash for.
I love cash. I mean, I'm fascinated with cash, because I just, I just love the the bills just in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You pull out. But I love the fascinating of paper. You know what I'm saying?
But that was the last reason I would go to visit an ATM. And now that's on credit cards, it's like I don't even carry cash on me no more, man.
Yeah, I still carry cash. I always tell people, like, at least keep $100 because you never know.
You are correct.
You might, your car might not work, or there's some places now, especially with inflation's up, they don't even take cards.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I went to old school ice cream shop the other day, and I saw they only take cash and checks.
Checks?
Yes, checks.
Did they at least have the decency to have an ATM?
No. I know that ice cream. It's in a small town, Andrew, and the ice cream shop been there. I know at least 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's a town favorite and everything.
That's jacked up. I hate places that do cash only, but I understand why they do it.
Well, actually, you should appreciate that though, because if you use a card nowadays, companies are charging you. You paying that processing fee. They're not taking that. So a lot of companies are not. So me as a small business owner, I'm not gonna take the processing fee. You gonna pay for that. You want to use your card? You pay
an extra $1.
Exactly.
You remember them donuts y'all wanted me to bring back?
Brits? Yeah.
They did not accept cards.
Cards, I know.
It's always been
I could have told you that.
I was not carrying no cash.
Bro, they have ATMs at the beach. You know that.
Bro.
It's on the boardwalk.
It's definitely on the boardwalk.
Yeah, because like I said, it's just the processing fees. That's all. It takes away from your bottom line. So
yeah, I mean, I understand that, but I don't understand you not bringing us back Brits.
What's up with that?
Yeah, that kind of pissed me off. Boo.
One, I didn't have cash. Two,
Oh,
it was
man.
late.
Oh.
It was late as hell. Remember, think about it.
They close early
Think about
too.
it. When I was talking to y'all, or when y'all were responding to me, it was like 1, 2 in the morning already.
So you can't.
On the
You
podcast.
can't get them in the morning?
You couldn't get them in the morning.
I left the next morning.
So they wasn't open.
They aren't open in the morning.
Bro, we were gone by 9 o'clock in the morning.
Brits
We
opens at
checked out.
8:30, I know.
They open, man.
They were open.
You just didn't
Buddha
want to.
Well,
just
y'all
didn't
take
want
that
us to have
2.5 hour
bricks.
trip for some bricks.
Anybody who's been to Carolina Beach knows Brits Donuts on the. It's the first
Just
building
keep
when you
cash.
hit the boardwalk.
It is not. That's just deep in the boardwalk.
No, it is. It's that
deep
middle
in the
part
bo-
in the
it- yeah, it's
boardwalk.
in the middle of the
Where
boardwalk.
it used to be the little amusement park.
They took down the amusement
Nah,
park?
that shit's still there.
It's back there?
Nah, it's back, bro.
I'm about to be real sad.
My kids got exposed to a lot of shit that week too, yo.
I go to Virginia.
Hey, did the kids go to the amusement park?
I took a so let me tell. I'm gonna give you a quick story, real quick.
Okay.
So, I took them. We walked. Cause we had a nice spot. You know what I mean. So we walked to the boardwalk. You know what I mean. I saw the spot but I didn't pay attention that night. You know what I mean. That night that we went, I didn't even think about nothing because we were on dinner mission.
Yeah.
Man, we out chilling. Me and the boys, we just walk left, wife in the room and all that. We walking down here. When I tell you these people be out here, they still just as up as ever, man. I know my kids are scarred, man. We sitting at this bar, and it's only because I had to order the food, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
They
at the
know what
bar
you're talking
ordering the
about.
food. They're outside in the front, because the kids can't come in because they got alcohol.
Right.
Drunk mother projectile vomits right at the door.
Awesome.
On the door, in front of the kids, in front of security. Look, this whole I know my kids are
It had
scarred,
to be the one
yo.
on the corner.
It's on the corner.
You see,
And
you
the
see it, it's right there.
whatever the
Yeah. That's the one.
it's one of them big ass man, look, I just know they scarred, yo. Cause the bartender's like, I'm not cleaning up no more of this shit while I'm here. I refuse. The owner just went and grabbed a bucket in the water. My kids just out front like, oh, that's why you tell us to never walk in the house with shoes on. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. Like scarred.
Mentally
Y'all still
scarred.
getting that fucked up at the beach in public, yo. Projectile vomiting.
Yeah.
Projectile vomiting.
They not at
Bro,
home.
it's the beach.
And the air is different.
They're not at home.
It's the beach. There's heat.
Yep.
There's
was
drinking.
kids
Everything
out
is
there,
irate.
Man, listen, man. Was he white?
You know these
course.
You
white.
already know what it is.
Lord, I'm just saying though.
Damn. That was self.
Scar.
That was self-explanatory.
God damn.